So hello everyone, Antibody here with another interview. Today I'm talking with a clanmate and a damn good player, Project Ghost. Thanks for talking with me, Ghost.
Thank you for having me.
So let's start off with the basic question. Tell us all a little bit about yourself.
Well, I guess I should start off by saying I started playing Nexuiz since the 2.4 era, which was around April of 2008. So I've been around for a long while, considerably. And nothing much to say about myself, just regular guy coming on the computer every day, playing, having fun with you guys.
Sweet, sweet. How'd you find out about the game?
Interesting that you should ask that because it was around the same time I started playing Nexus that I started using Linux. And obviously, people new to Linux are wondering, what kind of games can I play on this? So Googling around, looking for Linux games, I came across Nexuiz and it stuck with me up until today.
So was it the Linux aspect or was it something about the gameplay that kept you playing?
Um, at first I thought it was a pretty crappy game to be honest. But as soon as I started meeting up with new people, started helping me out, I really got really attached to the game in terms of gameplay. And the reason I stuck around so long is basically the community. It's such a great community that I couldn't tear myself away from it.
Yeah, I'm with you there. You're my clanmate, as I mentioned before, but you've been involved in several other clans. So tell me about a little bit of your clan history.
Yeah, I've been known to be somewhat of a little clan whore. Um, my first clan was Guardians of Light with a little pissant for clan leader. And it was considered to be, one of the joke clans of Nexuiz, but I didn't know it at the time. One of the best players, Nifrek, was in there, and also one of the other good players around the time, Ojai, um, also known as Genocide at the time. They were both in the clan at the same time, and with me in there, we were unbeatable pretty much as the CTF team.
Uh-huh.
Even up against MIT, I could say we would have beaten them.
Nice. So,
I've also been in Method, which is the clan Nifrek started after he left Guardians of Light, and then shortly after that, I landed myself in MIT.
how'd you land in MIT?
Omi the Dragon, he was in Guardians of Light with me also, and then he left once he found out that our clan leader was pretty much a douchebag, and he's just been begging PCL pretty much for me to join the clan, so I can thank Omi for that one.
All right, cool, cool. So, you mentioned capture the flag earlier, but you're also known as a pretty damn good dueler. So you got a lot of skill at dueling. Where'd you learn that from, and how'd you start?
Again, uh, just Omi the Dragon. He he pretty much taught me everything I know, and as hard as it is to understand him sometimes in terms of his broken English, he's a very good teacher, I have to admit. But yeah, I really wasn't the best dueler at the very beginning, but just playing with Omi every day, I just started getting better and better until I am what I am.
Gotcha. So do you have any favorite duel maps?
Favorite duel maps. It sucks because every time I say this is my favorite map, it turns out to be my worst map, and the maps I don't like are my best maps. Like I can say I hate Aggressor, but it's one of the maps I do best on, and I like Soylent, but I kind of suck on that map. So it's kind of, you know, on the end of each spectrum.
A sweet contradiction. So what are you looking forward to most in Xonotic?
Um, this might sound a little pathetic, I don't know, but I would really like to see a lot of the old players that left come back to Xonotic, even if it's just for a short while to see where the game is headed, where it's progressing. It'd be nice to see a lot of the old faces I saw back in the day.
Who's not around anymore that you'd like to see?
Oh man, a lot of the guys I remember in MIT, like Lord, or not Lord Havoc, but just Havoc and mm, Iceman Pop, Locutus, even Usul. I'd like to see Usul playing Xonotic. I would love to see him just rape everyone in that game.
Show up for just a week, rape everybody, and say, "All right, see you later."
Right.
So, what advice do you have for the new players out there? They're going to be coming in to Xonotic. We're hoping to get a broader base, right? What
Right.
tips do you have for them coming in fresh?
Just pretty much. What I would love for someone to have told me at the very beginning was it's okay. Everybody gets raped their first couple matches because as soon as I landed myself in a server, everyone was doing far better than I was doing, and they said they just started playing also, so that was discouraging. But my advice would be just give it a couple goes, see what style works for you, defensive, offensive, what position in CTF, and just don't give up.
So you mentioned positions. Do you find yourself in a certain capture the flag position more so than others? Do you prefer defense, or do you prefer offense, or midfield?
That's the beauty of being an MIT, because even without our TeamSpeak on or without Mumble, whatever we may be using, even if it's just typing or binds, it's dynamic. We don't play any position in particular. We'll call it at the beginning, we'll be like, I'm playing mid, you're playing whatever. And then, like, just in the middle of the match, we can change it up completely, throw off the other team, and it works out beautifully. And all of the major players of MIT, they're capable of this, which is what I love.
Cool. So let's change the subject a little bit. I know this from our discussions in IRC, but you've been known to run a lot of bare bones PC systems. So tell us a little bit about that. What get you started with that? Like running it out of
Well,
a cardboard box.
cardboard box, submerged in oil, why not? Yeah, at one point it was. Um, I think the impression a lot of people get from that is that I'm a cheap bastard, and I assure you that's not the case at all. I mean, I don't know. I like the idea of having a slow-as computer, but being able to, you know, duel against some of the people with the best computers and the best specs on the game. And currently I'm running a Acer Revo Netop 1600. It's 1.6 Atom 220 and 2 gigs of RAM and an NVIDIA Ion onboard GPU, and I can barely break 80 FPS right now, but I get by, you know. Just it has, for me, it has little to do with the computer. It's just how you apply yourself in the game, you know, what skills you bring to the computer and what mounts it is. Those are the only two things I really think matter.
Oh, very, very good advice. Before we finish up, do you have any shout outs that you'd like to spit out to the community?
Um, I'm looking here on IRC, and I'd like to give a shout out to Ojai, apparently, and just all my people in MIT slash PCL, Omi, of course, and Panzer, although he's currently busy with college. I'd like to give a shout out to him if ever he may hear this.
Yeah. All right, well, thanks for participating. That's about all the time we have today. Stay tuned, everyone listening and watching, to IRC in the forums for my next interview. And thanks again, Ghost.
All right, thank you.
Blue flag taken. Red stores. Blue flag taken. Blue flag taken. Red flag returned. Red flag taken. Red flag taken. Red flag flag returned. Blue flag taken. Blue flag taken. Red flag returned.